Crosses. But then I adapted when I came to writing the rest of actually the song. It was after Veterans Day a year ago in November, and I thought I'd place I made the location or the setting of the song here. Now I haven't memorized it yet. I haven't really sung it that often. This is the first time that the world is going to hear the song. Hopefully not the last time. So, little white crosses. Close enough. Little white crosses strewn over the hill. Little white crosses so silent and still. How can we compare the gains to the losses when we gaze out and stare at little white crosses? Little white crosses, each in its place. Little white crosses, no body nor face. How can we compare the gains to the losses when we gaze out and stare at little white crosses? Little white crosses stuck in the earth. Little white crosses, what was it worth? How can we compare the gains to the losses when we gaze out and stare at little white crosses? Little white crosses, so many have cried. Little white crosses, so many have died. How can we compare the gains to the losses when we gaze out and stare at little white crosses? Little white crosses we've come to remember. Little white crosses when the flame lost its ember. Now we can all sing this part, you know the chorus by now, I hope. How can we compare the gains to the losses when we gaze out and stare at little white crosses? How can we compare the gains to the losses when we gaze out and stare at little white crosses? One more time. How can we compare the gains to the losses when we gaze out and stare at little white crosses? Thank you very much.